as soon as this rotates, I'm going to go to the score screen, and I will show you the roster of who's in here. So we have got Wolfie, Swiss Milk, Isotero, Alkalal, Galvatron, Evo Platypus, Tunker, and Pixie Man. Obviously, they're not going to be using 8, but that's who they have in here right now. And on Envy's side, they have Fingerstyle, Zoot, Googly, Lufa, Zanuck, Ecker J, and VFG Trey. Now, Arcola was actually telling me that he actually lives across the street from Ecker J. Arcola, do you know any of the other guys on Envy, and any background on any of them?
I do not actually. A lot of them are players that have been around for a long time, so you see them around in pugs and stuff, and that's always good to see. But no, Ekaj, we were just talking in Mumble and found out that we live across the street from each other, so that was a fun little tidbit.
It's always good to see people living that close together and finding out little strange things like that. So. We are 140 seconds out from the match starting here. I'm going to set up a couple hotkeys, and then I will get on to some other stuff here. So, if you look at the roster, this is who's actually going to be playing. I know I have played with Wolfie quite a bit. I have played with Swiss Milk. I have played with ISO. I've played with Alkalal. All those guys are amazing players. Wolfie is incredibly versatile, and I expect to see big things from him tonight. Fingerstyle also fits under that category. BFG Trey is their capper, and actually he was an old teammate of Arcola and mine on Clendathu. So we actually got to play with him quite a while ago, and it's good to see that he has come back and has got back into comp.
Yeah, I love the retention of tribes, and you have players that have been around for forever, and that just helps to bring the community together, and it's great to see those familiar faces around.
Right, and Arcola is actually on Team TXM, so you guys may have seen him in some previous matches as well. But he has joined us tonight out of the goodness of his heart to help me co-cast this, because I have been casting every single match thus far except for the one immune fiasco, and it's great to have a co-caster finally. So yeah, first map tonight is Dry Dock, and from what I've seen from both these teams, they're both very good at cluster. They've got good communication, and I think this map is it's not going to boil down to who can get out with the roots. I think it's going to boil down to who can get out with their cluster play, because both Alkalal and Ecker are very good snipers. So I expect them to be heavily pressured, and if they're not, they're going to shut down the cappers pretty much every time they run.
Yeah, I haven't got the chance to see Ekaj snipe too much, but I know Alkalal just tears people apart.
Yeah, and so we've got 10 seconds to go here, and the first map is starting, and we will see what these teams pull off. So let's get right into the game, and here we go. So let's find Wolfie here. We're going to start off with him, because I did mention him in pregame, and we're going to see what he can pull off. So he is going in Inf, and he is heading right over, and I'm guessing he is going to go right at... Oh, wow. And Wolfie just nails Zanuck right on the way over to take first blood.
But yeah, he'll be headed right to Ekaj, probably try to get him in trouble most of the map.
Right, and he's going to be on sniper duty, and they're actually running double inf. You can see Galvatron over there and Wolfie both heading down to the gens right now, so they're just going down there to trash that, make sure it gets done, and Fingerstyle does take out Wolfie right off the bat. So that is the end of one of their infiltrators, and Tunker off in the distance. He is their capper, and here he comes, and that force field does go down, but gens are down, so it doesn't matter. But they do see him, and he gets splattered, but he's got 212 health, and he gets sniped out about 10 feet from the stand. So let's hop over to the other stand, and as I say that, Evo Platypus does get a llama grab, but it doesn't go anywhere. So
yeah, Tunker was spotted all the way on the crest there on the low side, so they had plenty of time to see him come in there.
Right, and I don't see the capper for Envy right now, so looks like Alkalal must have taken him out too inbound.
You've got VFG for
Trey.
Envy, headed
Right.
up on the Trey. Yeah, headed up on the high side. He might try to run her out here or drop a station and switch classes to try to clear a little bit.
It does look like he is going to be running a route. He's going to be bouncing off that back wall there, and he's going to be coming down right over the hill. So let's see if his clear is there. And he's about 5 seconds out now. Let's see if they've got anything. Lufa is here, and he's got some harass on Swiss Milk, and I don't think they've spotted him. Yep, here he comes.
Nope, he looks pretty set.
He does get
ISO can pull it off.
He did get sniped one,
ISO
and a
gets
nice
the conk.
conk from ISO right there. So a good stop on an almost blind route, and looks like they're just going to try and cluster it, but Lufa tosses it, and it just goes right into ISO's hands. On the other side, we do have Tunker out, and he is completely clean. He's got some good chase on him, but Zoot has just llamed this thing out, and he's trying to keep it alive for his team to crash down. So we may be seeing the first cap for Puppy Kisses right here, and there is a conk. Lufa gets it. Let's see
Zanuck might be able to slide in here and grab it.
but
Nope.
Evo does get it, and Zanuck is going to get the E-grab, and he kills himself on the stand at the last second there. But it looks like they have cleaned up the crash pretty well, and there is cap number 1 for Puppy Kisses. So it is... this is one game that I cannot call which way it's going to go. It's going to be too close. Both these teams are... They both have incredible players, and like I said, it is going to come purely down to cluster play, and right there, that is exactly what it was.
Yeah, it's that game sense where you can realize a play has gone wrong and being able to deduce kind of what the best plan of action is and trying to save as much time and play as you can. That's what makes these games.
Right, and we saw a lot of guys trying to just grab that thing. You know, Zanuck coming in for the last second and tried to disc jump off the stand there, but he was just a little too low, and he actually ended up killing himself. So let's see if we can... here comes Tunker. He is coming in really high.
Really high.
And
Oh,
Eckerjay
man.
has already spotted him. He's taking pot shots at him here, and let's see if he can hit him. He does hit him. He stops his regen, so he's dead.
He's probably gonna crit out.
He didn't crater, but he's got 12 health, and he gets just sniped out
Yeah,
by
that's not a
Googly
good
with that
setup there.
pistol. But we see Gelbatron up here. He's probably just going to go for an nth slide, and that's exactly what it is, because they've cleaned up the stand, and there they go. They're going to just try and walk this home.
There's nothing happening for the Blood Eagle offense right now, so they're all going to try to chase this and get this flag back.
Right, and there's nobody on the other side, and he's got 150 health and a nice punt to stand right there. And it almost goes right into Alkalal's hands. There's some crash on this. Lufa is the only one there, and he bounces right over the flag. And there it goes. It gets conked yet again, but there are just Pathfinders everywhere. Look at this. There are 7 Pathfinders on the stand. And the flag is down, but they have got a good handle on this, and there's the time to turn, and
there's the cap.
2-0 for Puppy Kisses. So a very commanding lead right off the bat here for Puppy Kisses, which is really surprising to see, but good to see at the same time.
And an interesting note, both caps have been cluster plays.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, both of them have come down to the team getting there and supporting the capper when he gets home and making sure that it does not get returned by the other team. So we're going to follow in the Envy offense and see if they can pull something off. They've been unsuccessful thus far, but we will see if they can switch things up a little bit and start getting some caps out. And we've got 20 minutes left, so anything can happen at this point. It is by no means over.
looks like they've got pretty solid timing on this clear. If their Kappa can come in here.
Yeah, and
You've got Trey coming in over the back.
Yeah, and they've
But he's
completely
been
owned the
spotted.
stand, and Alkalal is the only one left alive, and he does at the
He
last...
does get it.
I mean, that was an incredibly clutch save right there. And on the other side, Gelbatron with this nth slide, again, has gotten out with it and punts it off to mid, but it's going to hit that rock and land awkwardly, and Googly's on this. Can Tunker get this?
They've got 3 people. That's probably heading home. for
Yep,
them.
and it does go
Yeah.
home. So good attempt by Gelbatron right there, but no such luck. And Arcola, I'm looking at chat here. Someone just said Arcola is doing a great job casting tonight. Is that you?
It is not me, I promise.
Okay, I just wanted to
wouldn't
make
put it
sure.
past me, though.
I wouldn't either. So I'm following Trey here, and he's doing kind of a bizarre route here. And I have not seen
Yeah, I
this
have not
variation.
seen this one.
But it does seem to be working out decently. He is going to come in, but he has no clear on the stands, so he is going to probably get splattered all over the place. And just as I say that, he gets out completely clean. It's Caster's Curse right there, and a nice punt, and it is going to bounce right over the mid, but it goes right to Wolfie, and he barely misses it, but Evo Platypus is inbound and gets out with a nice route. Let's see if they can get this thing home.
Fingerstyle's going to get this flag, so he'll just try to keep it there, and it looks like we're going to have our first standoff of the map.
Yep, and that is exactly what it looks like, unless these guys can do something. They do have 2 guys left, Galvatron and ISO, and ISO gets taken down with a spin fuser, and Galvatron's on this. He does try to do something with it, but he gets splattered, so that is the end of their little push there, and that is that. So we are going into our first standoff, and we've got Swiss Milk, Tunker, and a couple other guys setting up back here. Alkawal is opting to stay on the base over there to get some snipes on inbound offense, and looks like Lufa is the first one coming in, and he has been running that, he's been running Raider with Plasma, and I don't know if you've, obviously you do know this actually, since you did play in the tournament. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. But actually that was a good change. But Plasma is unbanned for this, and looks like on the other side we do have a drop, and there are guys all over this, but Alkawal just grabs it and keeps it going, and Lufa's the only one here. Zoot is right there as well, and this thing is in the field, and he nails him with a disc and tries to get him another, but looks like he's going to go down, and Zanuck is the last one, and on the other side there was a drop, but it did not go home, and let's see if Zanuck is running Sonic Punch here. He is, so he's going to try and go for the sneaky return. And here he goes. He is sneaking right in, and oh, and Swiss Milk almost kills his own teammate right there and almost lets a return go. That was almost disastrous. So
we got a push starting on both sides right now, actually. So
and Eckerj with a solo conk here, and he kills Alkawal, and he's on this, and he gets the return. So Envy won this standoff pretty handily there, but there is some pretty good pressure on the other side, and this might be going home as well, and it does.
And then Galvatron gets it in Infiltrator.
So that was it was a push as far as caps went, but it was a win for Puppy Kisses, since they are up 2 caps.
I always love watching team standoffs because every team does it just a little bit differently. I mean, for Envy there, they had Eckerj on their offense, and he's their sniper. You know, someone that's almost always playing defense. So those little change-ups that are always interesting to see.
Right, and I mean, it paid off in spades, because Eckerj was the one that got the conk, and you know, eventually it did lead to the return. So it was a smart move by Envy, and it was really, really well done. And now we see some spam coming in from Zoot just on the Puppy Kisses stand here, and ISO heading up to engage him. And Swiss Milk is left all alone, and on the other side, Tunker is out with this thing, but gets splattered everywhere. But his team is right here,
to grab the flag,
and that was a great midair grab by Galvatron right there, an inf midair grab, and he is he's going with a little bit of speed.
Yeah.
Fingerstyle's on him, but he needs to get moving, and he does disc jump to get some more speed, but he's got some good escort, and Trey is coming in, so we'll see if they can.
Tunker there.
And Trey does get it, but he is really low, and he's one snipeable here. Wolfie is on him, and looks like snipes are missing, and Eckerj did come up from his base to start sniping a little bit, and let's see if they can get on this, and it does look like we might be heading into another standoff, just one right after another.
Yeah, both teams have their flags very secure, so we're starting to see an offense push here. And on the high side, you got Eckerj and ISO heading up in a little duel here just by themselves.
Yeah, and it looks like PK has opted to move. Nope, they're actually going right back to the tower. They were going to move to the base there and hold it, but they decided not to, I guess. So we're going to have to go to the other side, because that is where the actioning is happening. And looks like some of the offense is already getting taken down. Looks like Wolfie is pretty low over there, and they're just spam coming in. And there is Galvatron over there, Evo Platypus, and Zoot does go down, or sorry, Wolfie does go down, so it's up to these two, and Galvatron, oh, and on the other side there was another return. Did you catch that, Ark?
I did not catch that. I was busy watching Envy's defense.
So it looks like
But they did get it back.
And
absolutely.
Galvatron again with the, I mean, the last second return. That man has stopped both caps from Envy happening, and it was been so close, and that's got to be so frustrating.
He's definitely saved quite a few plays, and there's that nice pickup just a couple minutes ago. So
Right.
he is definitely turning out to be quite the asset for Puppy Kisses in that Infiltrator.
Right. I mean, he has made so many good plays on this map tonight. You know, they've been losing the standoffs, but they've been making up for it on their offense. Remarkably, when it does go home, they're right there to get the stop or the e-grab at least.
So on the NV side, you got Trey coming in, or sorry, the Puppy side. Trey's coming in right now on a back route. Oh, and they get stopped by Swiss Milk with the Titan.
Nice. Swiss Milk is actually a recent player. He actually got picked up from the Combine event, and he was an incredible Hoff, so he's a great pickup. And Evo Platypus is out with this thing, and he is out pretty clean. He does get sniped once, but he is already back in the clutches of his own team, and they are going to time this return if they don't have a great crash coming, and looks like they are just making it nice and slow, and they get the 3-0 cap.
We got 12:45 left in the game. That's certainly plenty of time for Envy to make a comeback, but we'll just have to see how it plays out for them. It looks like they've been doing pretty well in the standoffs, so they might want to try to use that to their advantage and just force some standoffs.
Right. Well, I mean, they've been able to, you know, keep things going. They've been able to get the flag out, but it just seems like they cannot get that conversion. So they need to focus on, you know, just taking a little slower when they're going back to the flag, because it kind of feels like they're rushing it a little bit, and it is costing them dearly.
Yeah, really, offense makes the plays there when you're bringing the flag back, because you got to make sure that you've got people there ready to escort them. And if that doesn't work, then you're going to lose it back at the race.
And looking over here at the NV base, it looks like they have made a change up. I only see one person on their stand. It's just Googly, so they might be pushing 6 offense here. Nope, Ecker J is up on the hill, so and it looks like Fingerstale is coming back. He must have just died or something of that nature. So they're not pushing 6 offense.
He is clearing by himself. I'm not quite sure.
And
here's Gilbatron coming for the imp cap.
And Zoot was out with it on the other side. Evo Platypus grabbed it, and Gilbatron's coming for it, but it gets popped up and it goes right into his hands, and he is going to get chased down by Fingerstyle right here, and that is going home nice and safe. And same thing happened on the other side, so it looks like NV may be catching their stride here, and hopefully they can get things moving here, because they're starting to run out of time here, and with the pace the game has been going, the caps are not moving real swift, but who knows on this map, if you get one cap, that just breaks the floodgates, and sometimes that's all you need.
Oh yeah, all about breaking momentum. If you can figure out what the other team's doing and counter it, then you suddenly find yourself in a very good position.
Right, and you know, they're going with the same thing, but you know, they really need to start getting on Alkalal, I think, because he has stopped a number of caps from happening, and he has just been a bane to their cap resistance. And we're actually going to hop up to Alkalal here and see if he has spotted. Evo Platypus is out on the other side.
Platypus is out. Yep, heading up high to try to get the flag home. He'll break line of sight here pretty quickly, and oh, he does pop back up though.
And a nice
he will
punt.
punt it to the stand.
But if you look at Alkalal here, he actually started shooting at Trey right when he spawned, so he was on him right off the bat, and Wolfie's going to get this return, so it does look like the Puppy Kisses guys are going to hold on to this, but Trey gets splattered all over all over the stand. Again, there's all the Pathfinders. These guys they're very flexible, and they're very quick to switch up into path and make sure that they've got escort and make sure they've got things safe, and they are, you know, it's showing how well it's working for them. So
and we do see both snipers set up on that cliff, probably largely due to a lot of cap routes nowadays are coming in from high, and you just can't spot those on the stand.
Right, and I'm looking at Ecker J right now, and he has already spotted Tunker coming in, so he knows he's coming. But the question is, does he see Evo Platypus? He is coming in on that really high tower route, and he does take out Tunker,
man.
And he does not turn, and he does not see the other capper coming in, and there he goes.
Wow.
He just swooshes right in, and look at that, 270 speed, basically no damage, and he is gone. Trey is coming in. They have owned the stand, so they're going to get this thing home at least. They own the stand. He better not head in there, because he is going to die horribly if he does.
That was a great play by Puppy Kisses. I love the dual cap, especially when they get them synced up like that.
Right. Well, I mean, they used one of the cappers as a distraction, and the other one was the actual one, and
Yep.
it paid off in spades. And finger style with the return right there, and that is cap number 1 for Envy right there. So very nicely done.
Yeah, Trey definitely saved that cap. He swooped in, grabbed that flag just at the right time, and they could convert that. So that was a great play by them.
Well, and they had so much presence on the stand that it did not matter. Even if Trey had missed the route or got killed, they could have grabbed that, had an E-grab, and they could have kept things going. So looks like Envy has completely changed things up. They figured out what they're doing, and now they're starting to get things moving, and hopefully that will continue to be the case. And here's Trey going on another kind of bizarre route, and Trey and Evo passed by each other, but it looks like Trey has been spotted, and Alkalal is already shooting at him. All he's got to do is peg him once, and that is a done deal. But if you look at the stand,
but he did get his regen, so we'll see if he can come in clean.
And the stand is completely owned, so Trey has just not. He doesn't have. He just had not get conked, and he would have been out with that.
He did get a conk.
Yep. So a very nice stop by, I believe it was Swiss Milk right there. And on the other side, Tunker is out with this thing, and he's going really slow. And a nice conk and return by fingerstyle right there. Very nicely done. So yeah, we're seeing some very, very clutch play from both these teams. They've got some very star players on their teams, and they're making everything happen.
Yeah, one thing with this new rule set is it is nice to see a diversion from the Doombringer on stand, and you start seeing more pats and conks, and it makes things a little more dynamic. Absolutely.
Right, and one thing I have to say I like seeing is I actually like seeing Jug on stand. That's one of the things that I've seen a lot of teams convert to now, and it's been working very well because you have a lot more flexibility. You have a nice mortar to deal with something like this, what Wolfie's doing, sitting out here and just spamming them. So, but looks like Wolfie did get cleaned up, and I expect to see a capper coming in sometime soon, because Galvatron's up on the hill and he's just kind of waiting up there. So yeah, there's Tunker off in the distance, and not sure where Evo is. So we will see what they're going to be doing here, and we've got a nice little view of the base here to see what's happening. But yeah,
Evo's just sitting up on that high side, just waiting for the capper to say when to go in. And here he slides in now. He's going to try to get as much play with Galvatron as he can.
Right, and Eckerjay is back up on the hill. Galvatron is right on him. Tunker is about 5 seconds out here. Let's see if they spot him. And the stand is pretty much clear. Zoot did get back on there, and Trey is coming in, and Trey takes a shot at him, but he does miss. And Tunker is out with this, and right now, Zanuck...
He's safe from snipe, because Eckerjay was pretty well harassed there.
Zanuck and Lufa have to get on this now, and this looks like it's going to be... Oh, and a nice... Oh, wow! Great return by Lufa right there. I mean, very, very risky, but he does get the kill and the return, and that could not have gone any better for Envy. That
looked
was
like he was
incredible.
trying to slide down just to grab the flag, but that flag just popped right into his hands.
Right, and it was just, I mean, he just, I'm not sure if he got murdered on the stand by his team or what exactly happened there.
I don't know what happened either.
But it was very, very fortunate for Envy, because that would have been the 4-1 cap, and that could have been disastrous. That would have pretty much put the nail in the coffin. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at the clock, there's only 5 minutes left, and you see Tunker coming in there, and this stand is owned by Puppy Kisses. And right as I say that, Eckerjay takes out Wolfie, and Tunker is off. He disjumps. I'm not sure that was the best move, since Eckerjay is still up, and there we go. He pays for it.
And Trey was sliding in on that kind of bizarre route again, but he got taken down on the stand. So they're just going to try to punt it out and cluster it back, but they don't have anybody to pick it up, it looks like, and yep, that will get returned.
Right, and ISO right there with a nice return. He just hops right out there and catches the bounce. So yeah,
they still got Galvatron in the back there, just waiting to harass Eckerjay. It looks like he's been there the whole map.
And that's what he's got to do. And like I said,
Absolutely.
right there, if Eckerjay had not been up on that hill and they had been on him, that cap may have gotten out, but Eckerjay was right on him, and that disc jump cost them that cap, I think. They probably could have converted that to a cap by just punting it home rather than trying to disc jump right off the bat. And Trey is coming in right here. He's in the back, and he gets sniped out by Alkalal. Again, these snipers are they're dominating so much on this map. But Zanuck does grab this, and he is incredibly low, tries to punt it off, and that is going nowhere. But on the other side, looks like we have the similar thing happening, and it's going nowhere. But Galvatron again with this inf grab, but he gets just slaughtered as he's going through mid, and Zoot and Echo J were just right on that to make that stop, not let it go anywhere.
Flag's in a nice spot. It's going to be hard to grab from there, so it's surprising if they're going to try to babysit it. But there's actually nobody.
Well, but I mean,
by it.
there's Fingerstyle. Looks like he was just kind of pushing up a little bit to make sure it didn't go anywhere. But yeah.
He returns it.
Let's see if we can... looks like Trey has switched up from Pathfinder capping to do Soldier capping now. He's finally gotten the idea that he is not getting out with the flag in Pathfinder, because Alkalal is just... he's taking him down way too easily.
We do see Tunker coming in on a low route for Puppy Kisses, and it looks like he's going to make it out. He does full health, so Ekaj probably won't be able to finish him off. Looks like he's getting harassed, and he is out of line of sight. And it's just a matter of securing Puppy Kisses' flag, and this will be a cap for them.
And here comes Trey, and it's going to be a race to the flag here. Zanuck is coming in as well. He gets cleaned up, and he gets killed by...
And Trey is out.
And it was actually his teammate, ISO, that killed him right there, so that may, that's going to cost them that cap right there, and that is going home, so let's see if Trey can convert this. Oh, wow, and
Zanuck gets a nice pickup right there.
Right, and Galvatron with that nth grab, but again, that's been saving him all game long, but Trey actually got sniped by Alkalal all the way across the map. It was literally a full map snipe, and he got that. And Tunker there did take out Zanuck, but unfortunately he did not have enough presence there to get the return, so we are going into another standoff. And if things stay true to what they have been in the past, Envy is probably going to come out on top of this standoff, and they may get that crucial second cap they need, and they need it quick, because they've only got 2 minutes left in this game, and it's going to take everything.
They've actually got 5 offense players for Envy, so they're really trying to get this flag home and get this cap.
And I
they
approve
are betting
that.
It all on this play.
Well, they have to at this point. I mean, it's something where if they don't get this back and get it back quick, they are pretty much done. And you do see them all coming in, but they're getting chained down. There's great focus fire from Puppy Kisses. There's 2 left still, and there are conks going out everywhere. And on the other side, the flag does go down.
And Zanuck might...
Zanuck is the last one here, but he gets mid-aired, and Wolfie just took him out very handily right there, and that is the end of that push. So right now, all Puppy Kisses has to do is they have to stop one more push, and they have won the first map here.
Yep, Envy needs a cap right here and a grab to go into overtime, and at that point they cannot lose the flag, otherwise it is game over.
And I approve of what they're doing right here. It looks like they've just passed this off to Googly, and they're just going to like sort of rabbit this around and try and hold on to it. But it looks like they stopped, and they're actually holding on the base. I would have said rabbiting around and sending 6-0 at this point would have been the best choice.
That is what I expected to see. I'm surprised.
And the flag does go down, and Fingerstyle barely misses the mid-air grab, and he gets hit with a conk and killed by Wolfie, and the flag does get knocked out of his hands, but it's not going anywhere.
Can get the return
and Zanuck comes in and gets body blocked, and he is the last one, and that is pretty much the end of it right there.
That was a very solid effort by Envy. Their strong point in this map was definitely the standoffs. They had their stuff together,
right?
And even being able to switch to that stuck at the end.
There's the 4-1 cap, sort of the nail on the coffin, kind of unnecessary, but you know, that is that right there. So 4-1 in favor of Puppy Kisses, and you know, a very impressive display from both teams. Both teams had some great returns, some great saves, and I need to set it to the next map. That was the segue into my next spot right there.
Very great segue, Helemar. Alkalal was definitely a very vital asset to Puppy Kisses there. With 34 kills and 19 assists, he was really shutting down cappers really well. You know, next map, they'll probably need to be on him a little better, and that might improve their odds a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, that was really something where, I mean, the one time we did watch Alkalal, he was literally shutting down the capper right as they were spawning, and yeah, they really need to get on them. They really need to get on him and stay on him the entire game. Otherwise, he's going to ruin them. So first map goes in favor of Puppy Kisses 4-1. Let me update the little board here to reflect that. So 1-0 in favor of Puppy Kisses, and this is not the next map right here. We are not playing Tartarus. The next map is Catabatic, so... Sorry about
And
that,
the thing
fellas.
about shutting down that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it.
So the thing about shutting down that sniper is that that's really got to be the other team's capper's call, because it's not so much about the capper being killed, but the capper can't lose his regen, because that messes up his entire route. And if he can't regen, then you stop the cap without even killing him.
Exactly, and that's exactly what Alkali was doing. He was just, the second he saw a capper spawn and he saw him going out, he looked for that little flash off in the distance and just started pegging at him, and that's all he had to do. He just had to hit him once, and that was the end of the cap route before it ever started. And your mic is trying to kill everyone again. But yeah, going into map 2, we have Katabatic here, and from the dual capping that we saw from Puppy Kisses there, with Tunker and Evo Platypus, I expect this to be kind of a strong map for them, because this is such a great map for double capping, and it really breaks down to whether or not the sniper can spot the cappers, and whether or not your offense can spot the cappers as well. And on this map, the Blood Eagle side does have a slight advantage as far as spotting the routes, because they are a little easier to see. You have a much wider range of vision just from standing in one place. So we'll see if Eckerjay can monopolize on that and make it so that they can take this map and go to a map 3 here.
Yeah, Pegasus is their offense really is going to have to be on the top of their game, because the defense is hard on this map for Diamond Sword.
Right, and Alkalal, he showed what a good sniper is last map, and we may be underestimating him even on this map, but we'll see if he can do the same thing this map that he did last map. So we've got about 80 seconds to go here, and based on last map, Arcola, what do you think's going to happen here? What do you think's going to win?
I think this is going to be even close, and I might even give it to Envy, simply because of this disparity between the sides here. I think Pegasus has a defense disadvantage, so if Envy can make up the difference with their offense and the advantage they have with their defense, then I might give this map to them.
Well, there you go. So Envy is going to win this map according to Arcola, and hopefully he's right. It would be nice to see a third map here, because these two teams, I feel like 4-1 does not tell the whole story. That map was much closer than it seemed. I mean, there were at least 2 or 3 caps for Envy that could have been converted, but they just rushed it a little tiny bit, and it would have been a much closer game as far as the score would have shown than it did. So
10 seconds until deployment.
So we've got 10 seconds to go here, and both teams are gearing up. I do not see any roster changes. Looks like everyone is pretty happy with what happened last map, and I don't blame them. It was very close.
I do see Pixie Man coming in for Puppy Kisses.
Oh, okay. And who did he replace?
Who he subbed out.
So yeah, we'll have to figure out who got subbed out for Puppy Kisses, because Pixie Man is in now, and Lufa gets first blood on ISO, the LD from last map, and looks like Googly is standing on top of this tower just shooting chain bullets all over the place, and I forgot to set my my hotkeys here, so Arcola, take it away for a minute here.
Absolutely. You see Tunker for Puppy Kisses coming in on what will be, I believe, a front left route, probably about 20 seconds out, and I don't see much happening for Puppy Kisses offense. Oh, I misspoke. They're clearing, and it looks like it's going to be timed pretty well.
And there is
fat
everywhere.
To see what happens as he comes in.
And he does get in, but
Tunker
he
is out quickly.
And he gets
sniped out.
Yeah, he had no health. He had 66 health when he grabbed that thing, so I think Eckerjay was on him right off the bat, and he just didn't let him get his regen, so he was splattered all over the place.
On the other side, we see Trey coming in on a back to front for Puppy Kisses. And actually, no, this will be kind of a back right.
This is the infamous Ivan route, and this is a great route when done correctly. And he does get it, but he kind of trampolined off his head right there, and he's way, way up in the sky. And he may actually get enough of this home to get a punt
This is
off.
going to come down to his escort.
Right.
Absolutely.
And Wolfie right there almost getting that conk, and there we go, there's the punt, but I think it may have been a little preemptive with all the crash, and yep, they paid for it. Puppy Kisses was right
ISO
on that.
sneaks in there and gets that.
Yep, and ISO with a great, great return right there, so... Yeah, they probably should not have punted that, and probably held on to it for a moment there. And here comes Tunker on another route. He's just cowboying this thing, and Googly does see him, and he gets a stop on him. He just dead stops right on it, and it goes right home.
Interestingly, he's not running super heavy, so he is getting body blocks, but it's not killing the cappers.
Well, that's all you got to do. You actually just have to... You just have to stop the capper, and, you know, I mean, with this map, you do not go anywhere unless you've got a ton of offense around you, and from what I've seen so far, neither team has really been able to completely own the stand, you know, kill off the entire defense and, you know, keep it going. And Trey is coming in, and Alcohol has spotted him already. He is getting, he got one shot on him, but he is coming in with
very
speed.
much damage.
And there we go, he is down to half, but his team knows he's coming in, and he tries to do that tower route, and he bounces, and he would have gone right over the flag there, but Swiss Milk just nails him with a midair anyhow, so... Looking over at the other side, Tunker's coming in with another cowboy route, and he does get out, but he is low. He's got 250 health and 300 speed, so he can punt this, but he is in snipe range, and he does break line of sight right there, and this may be the first cap that we're seeing right here. All he's got to do is take it nice and slow and get it in there, and...
Zanuck does walk it off, and he's got a couple of offense here to help him, so they might be able to get this return while Zanuck sneaks out with the flag.
And Lufa right there does exactly that. He gets the kill on the capper, and he gets the return, and that thing was all but capped, but Lufa saved the day. And from Zanuck right here, you can see Trey pulling out the targeting laser, as we call it, and trying to get a pass from him, but he tosses it off to Eckerjay, and these guys are running really heavy on path again, and kind of doing the same thing that Puppy Kisses did last game, but on the other side, looks like Puppy Kisses has a nice crash, and there's a couple of them all over the stand, and you see more coming in, and look at this view right here. There are red and blue pretty much even, and it is a little scary going down there, and holy screaming in the background.
That's what living in a dorm does for you. My apologies.
But anyhow, looks like NV has got control of this, and they are going to get the first cap, so NV is up by 1. It's good to see them on the
Cole's
scoreboard.
prediction is coming true.
It is.
Gotta give myself a plug there.
You do. Sometimes you just have to give yourself a pat on the back, and you know, when it does happen, it happens, and hopefully you do not get caster's curse like most of us have, where whatever you say, the opposite comes true. So yeah, very nicely done by Envy right there. It was a little hairy. I was not, I was kind of sitting on the edge of my seat seeing him fly up that high, and all the guys just sitting right below him going, oh my god, he's going to crater on the flag or something of that nature, but thankfully they did get the conversion there. They did hold on to it, and they had some really good escorts, so that worked out very well for them.
It sure did. I'm going to cut in on you here. You see Alcohol for Puppy Kisses just sitting on Trey's route. And he did take him out there right when he was at low health. So he's gotten one stop on that side, but Trey went around and he's sneaking in from the other side where there is no sniper. So he'll probably try to cut it on the other side of this tower, and he does. So he will break line of sight with Alcohol. And it looks like he'll get this home if Wolfie doesn't get the conk here. And he does.
And again,
so
right there, you know,
happens.
just the you know, incredible flexibility and great control by Wolfie right there, stopping that from going right home. But let's see what the crash from Puppy Kiss can do here. They are coming in, but listen to all that chain fire right there. And ISO is the last one here. Can he get the stop? He cannot.
He does not.
And that
so
is 2-0. So yeah, it looks like your prediction very well may come true, and Alcohol was, you know, doing a great job camping that one route, but like you said,
looks like he sat there just a little bit too long.
Right.
He did get that one great stop though, the previous run. So looks like he's going to camp up here on the rock, which is a pretty traditional spot, but easy to harass him also. So we'll see how that plays out for him.
Right, and let's see if he has spotted any cappers. I'm locked onto him right now. Let's see what he can see. And up on both hills, actually, there is a ton of red. There are 2 red, and it looks like Envy is pushing 5-0 right now. Oh no, I'm sorry, Fingerstyle was just harassing Wolfie.
Oh, alcohol does stop Trey's regen, and he will die on the stand due to that.
And it looks like they're just gonna... Yeah, that was a good stop by Alkalal there, despite the harass that was on him. And Lufa and Zoot are here, and it looks like Lufa splattered all over the ground.
That is a lot of chain gun. Oh man.
And oof, wow, right as I switch over to it, I see Pixie Man on the stand against Googly, and just a disc. He gets face-plated, as we've come to deem the term. And
it looks like Tunker's out, and he'll be taking on the round, Pebbykiss' left side, and he's got 2 chasers. Googly is there with the chain, and he decides to punt it.
Probably a good choice, but it does go right over Wolfie's head, and let's see if they can hold on to this. And no, Googly
does get the return. Great move.
It was very, very well done. He barely got that. He had no health, and he just he saved that from going home right there. But both teams have had really great crash so far. But it just seems like NVD, this is their map.
Yeah, they're definitely riding out this momentum here, just trying to keep the flag moving.
And I'm locked onto Ekerj now, and let's see if he spots the capper. I believe one is coming in from the right side, and he is looking all over the place, doing some pot shots at Wolfie here. Let's see if he sees Evo Platypus coming in. He's going to be doing the back to front, and yep, he does spot him, and he does not stop his regen, so we will see if he can get the stop on the stand here. And Googly does see him coming in as well, so we will see what they can do here. But there are
got a fair amount of banter going around on the chat, which is always fun to see during the middle of a match. And he does get stopped, though, so that's unfortunate for Pebblekisses.
Yep.
And it looks like Fingerstyle will return this flag.
Yep, but he waits, and Tunker was coming in on another route. They didn't time it quite right, so they didn't land at the same time, but I think they were planning on them returning the flag quickly and their offensive pressure holding onto it. And on the other side, Trey is out. He gets sniped once, and he chucks this thing off. And it's going to bounce really weird. Oh, wow, it didn't even bounce. And that is going home right there. ISO is right on top of it. So, yeah, lots of flag movement from both sides. It just seems like they're not able to escort and convert it when they do get it home, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've been pretty impressed with both teams. They've both been getting the spots, and you really don't see too many cappers coming in unnoticed.
Right, I mean, pretty much every capper that's come in has been at least had their regen stopped, or they have been right on them as soon as they are coming in. And looks like Pixie Man is running a route, and
yep, but Ekerj's already spotted him. Looks like he's been locked on them for a while. Oh, he does not see him actually.
And Trey is actually starting his route, and he's going to go... Nope, Ekerj does spot him, and he's already got 1 snipe in him, so...
That was a very good snipe, yeah. Saved his energy.
And actually, it doesn't look like Pixie Man is running a route. Looks like he is just here to harass, and he is doing just that. He's got Ekerj nice and distracted, and Tunker's coming in on the other side. Wolfie up on the hill here, and Tunker is unnoticed, I believe, and he is about 5 seconds out, and Trey is out on the other side. I'm going to stick to Tunker for the moment, because there is a ton of harass on the stand here, and pretty much everyone's dead, and he is out clean. 230 speed, full health, he gets sniped once, and oh, Trey hits the little bridge right there,
oh,
and they bumped into each other. Oh wow, and this bridge is just, it's evil. It stopped both cappers. Literally, both of them ran into the bridge, and that is very unfortunate for both of them, because one bounced off the other, and that actually ended up making things work out pretty well, and Puppy Kisses may be getting their first cap on the board here. All they got to do is, keep this nice and safe and not let the crash get ahead of them. And, yeah.
Yep, it looks like he's going to be able to run this one home. Yep, he's going to get this cap. That'll be the first one for Heavy Kisses.
And if you look at that, there was just so much red coming down the field, and that was some great crash by Envy. Unfortunately, it was just a little too slow. They were trying to hold on to their flag.
That was a mess on their end. They had basically almost every player in the game on their base trying to either return or grab the Diamond Sword flag, or Puppy Kisses flag, but unfortunately Puppy Kisses is able to pull off that return, and that meant that their capper snuck out with no chase, so they were forced to try to crash that flag, but they just couldn't get there quick enough.
Yep. And it's fortunate for them that PK didn't have anyone sitting on their flag or en route, because they could have chained that thing, and that would have
They
tied
sure
things
could've.
up really quickly. So hopefully that doesn't happen again, and hopefully Puppy Kisses does not monopolize on that opportunity, but we shall see. And I'm going to hop over to the other side here, and there is some harass on the stand. Lufa's here. ISO is the ISO, Alkali, Wolfie, pretty much everyone just respawned it. And here comes Trey, and he does grab
Trey
it,
does
but
get conked.
yeah, but he gets splattered all over the place, and Alcohol takes him out. So this push by their offense is pretty much dead. So Zanuck does grab it, but that is not going to go anywhere. So we're going to go over to Pixie Man, and there is a decent amount of escort, but there is a lot more red than there is blue right now, and that is not
Tunker
going
had
either.
come in, but he missed the flag, so that was just kind of a last-ditch effort by Pixie Man to get that flag moving, but they couldn't get it home. Pixie Man's running a soldier sniper harass, which is kind of something I haven't seen too much of before, but it seemed to have been working out for him at least.
Well, if he's stopping Eckerjay from getting any snipes on his capper, then that's what he needs to do.
Yep, and Soldier does have just a little more killing power and health to go around, so that might be the best bet, especially if Eckerjay's being a problem when they're dueling.
And if you're watching right now, Pixie Man actually just spotted Trey inbound, or starting his route, so Alcohol knows he is coming, and that one is probably not going to go anywhere. But Alcohol did just suicide, so I'm not sure what happened there. We'll find out. And there is Trey out with the flag, so yeah, he must not have spotted him. And Tunker is out with the flag, so is Trey.
Alcohol K'd out to chase. He spawned in Pathfinder.
Oh yeah, and you do
So
see
that was
that.
an interesting move.
And
Yeah.
both these guys are actually they're on it, and there's a ton of escort on Trace, and we're gonna hop over to him because there's a ton of chase and a ton of escort, and we shall see who comes out on top here. But it does look like the flag gets dropped on the other side. Let's see if they can get the return. They cannot. So looks like it's going into a standoff, and I believe this is the first one we've had all game.
It has been, absolutely.
And Eckerjay right there, almost with the return. He was literally one step away from it, but Pixie Man just snatched it right from underneath him. And that is who got subbed out. Galvatron got subbed out for Puppy Kisses, and Pixie Man came in. I was wondering why
That's
we
an
hadn't seen
interesting
him.
sub.
Yeah, Galvatron was, I would pretty much say he was pretty much MVP last map because of all those saves. Literally, he had 3 returns, I think, that were going to be caps, and he had so many caps as well. So, yeah, interesting change, but I don't know.
Oh, I think it's pretty safe to say that Galvatron allowed them to put the points up on the board.
Yep. And looks like Swiss Milk does get splattered all over the place, and Eckerjay gets the
Envy
return.
returns their flag.
Yep, and this
So it
is
looks
coming
like Trey's
home.
going to run this in,
Yep.
and that's the 3rd cap.
So it does look like Envy is still in control of this game. It just looks like they had a momentary stop in their momentum, and here comes Pixie Man. He is out with
Pixie
it,
Man.
but he's got no speed, and he's going to get chained out and splattered all over the place.
I believe he's out of LOS, so it'll be down to his chase, which they managed to take him down.
Yep, and it was actually Lufa who actually had an incredible stop last game on the flag stand, a stop and a
Yes.
return, who actually got that. So
That was certainly one of the most interesting plays from the last map.
yeah, that was the last second save by Lufa.
For Puppy Kisses, we see Evo Platypus looks like he's on a back right route. So he's going to be coming in about 5 seconds here. And I haven't seen any shots on him, so I don't think Eckerjay sees him yet.
And it does
That's
not.
the first one.
But looks like their team did spot him. He does get out, but he gets nailed on the stand, and he's going around the side. And Trey is
Very
running
quickly.
Trey is running a route as well. You can see him up in the sky, but this Evo does not have any chase, and Trey is taking some shots at him, and he's going wide around this. So Trey may beat him to the flag.
Yeah, I bet Trey's just going to peel off here and just try to get the return.
Yep, that looks like exactly what he's doing, and they do get the chain, but it looks like Wolfie is right there to very nice receive, and they try to toss it up to the stand, but it does not go, and they have a chance to return this here. Lufa is the last one, and he cannot save it, so 3-2 caps, so this is getting closer and closer by the minute, And right now it is literally anyone's game, but NV has they have to hold on to this match if they want to go on to a third one and move on to the Pro League, because this is whoever wins this match moves on to the Pro League, and there will be a consolation match for the losers of these two semifinal brackets, but we shall see who does it.
That was an interesting move by their capper to peel off. Definitely a risk, because at that point you have no momentum if you have to get the flag out quickly.
Right. But yeah, if it had been me, I think I would have just gone for the grab, go for the E-grab, and just get it as far away from the stand as you can. Yeah, they did get the kill, but again, there was so much there that they just couldn't do anything with it. And Pixie Man is out, but he's going ridiculously slow. He's going to get chased down, and Wolfie and even their snipers on chase right now, so this is probably not going anywhere. He's probably just trying to get to Tunker, who is coming in. But
Gray will get... Oh, he gets dead stopped on the stand by it himself, it looks like. An unfortunate turn of events for Envy. He's going to punt this down midfield.
Very nice punt right there, but it looks like ISO is right on this, and he should have this
misses.
return. And he shoots it out of his own way, but...
they do not.
That was so close, and it looks like Tunker did manage to get the pickup. Ecker J was babysitting this flag in the field, but Ecker J is just right on this, and he punts it off to Pixie Man, and a very nice catch by Pixie Man, and that is not going anywhere. Yep, and Lufa's right on this, and there is the return, and that goes home. So both teams now, it seems like they're feeling the pressure right now, and I can't say I blame them one bit, because this game can go either way, and it can go to overtime with just a grab, literally.
I've seen a lot of very impressive chase in this game. Looks like every flag that's gone out, basically, there's been one or two people on it, and very close to the capper, which is nice to see, especially since chasing in this game is something that's been heralded as one of the most difficult positions.
Yeah, it is very nice to see, and you know we've seen a lot of really good chasers show up in the very recent history, and ISO has proven to be very good at what she does. So it's good to see. And actually, if you look at this, it's kind of like oh wow, tangent. Trey is actually out with this, and he is gone. He's
gonna be home.
He's got full health, and he is he's about 10 seconds from his flag, and they've got full control.
We'll see Envy try to time return this flag just as he makes it to the stand. Will they get it?
And they timed that,
nice
very, very nicely timed. That was literally, you could not have timed that in better, and they just swooped right in between all those players and got that cap right under pressure, but very nicely done by Envy right there. And they are starting to pull away a little bit. One more cap, and I would say that they have this in the bag if they can keep the lead.
Can't get lazy now, though. There's still plenty of time for Heavy Kisses to get even one more cap and a grab.
Exactly. But yeah, they just need to keep up what they're doing, and we will be seeing a map 3, which is actually going to be Arcs if they do manage to get to it. So we'll see what they can pull off. And looking on the stand here, it looks like Swiss Milk has switched up to Pathfinder, so they're actually doing double LD, which given the situation, given how things have been going, I think that's actually a smart move. It doesn't look like he's been able to stop much on the stand as Hoff. And here comes
so
Trey.
Trey's coming in.
And he
looks like nobody really sees him, so he is out full.
And there's that same route that he ran last time that just got them that cap, and both cappers just pass each other right by this tower, and snipes firing everywhere. You can see the laser lights in the sky. And we may be going to another standoff right here, and Tunker nicely landed. He actually landed right in the inventory station when he came home, so... But yeah, we are going into a standoff, and looks like both sides are set up pretty well, and Zanuck is coming in. He is an inf, no Sonic Punch, so he won't be able to go for the quick return here. But I don't see the rest of his team coming in just yet.
Looks like he's just going to camp in the gym rooms till the rest of his team gets there.
Oh, he is calling down an in, so he might be going fatty or something like that. So we will hop over to the other side and see what's happening. And not much more at the moment. But it looks like they are only running 2 Ds, so Envious... nope, they are running 3. I'm sorry, I didn't see Googly back there. He was guarding, and as I say that,
this is going to be a very strong crash by Puppy Kisses.
And they just chain him down in a matter of seconds. And Trey is going for this, but He does not get it, and oh my gosh, everyone goes splat all over the place.
Saved that.
And we're going to hop over to the other side. The flag is down, and Zanuck is on it, and he does get the return. So Envy is very convincingly... Yep, and this is all but over for Puppy Kisses right here. This will be going to a map 3, I'm guessing, because doesn't look like Envy is going to let go of their control here, and they're doing much better this map than they did last. So they are baring their teeth, so to speak, and they're baring their teeth against the puppies. I know, that was horrible, but I had to say it.
But they're pink and cute. You can't say that.
And Fingerstyle comes out with an inner nap number 1. I have no idea where that comes from. The other game must have ended or something of that nature, but I will find out about that after this map. And looking over here, Evo Platypus is coming in, and there is some harass on the stand. They stop one capper.
Just gets nailed.
And they do not see Evo until he's actually got the flag, and he is out 330 speed. And oh, he hits the rocks.
On the spike.
And wow, nice snipe by Eckerjay right there. And we do see the Shrike come out right there, and this thing's going to slide right back down to the Envy base. And they're going to be right on top of that thing, and I don't think that's going to go anywhere. So we're going to hop over to the other side.
You do see Pixie Man the Shrike, which might explain him subbing in for Galvatron.
That is a good point, actually.
And this is a very Shrike-dominant map, just because it is so large.
Right. Well, I mean, if he's good in the Shrike, he can. I mean, he can make or break the difference. And at this point, Puppy Kisses does need to try anything they can, and they're doing that.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him running a last-ditch Shrike route or Shrike grab if he has to. He has a rocket chasing him, which does hit him. So that Shrike is at half health.
Yeah, and
Evo running routes for him. So.
And Trey is out. He is very easily snipeable, but I believe Alkalol has been taken out, so I don't think he's going to get a snipe on him. And Evo Platypus is out on the other side, and he is out very, very clean, and he misses the rocks this time, thank God. And the Shrike swoops in and tries to get a kill on Trey, and here comes the bolts, and he nails him once.
He does get the hit.
He's got 9 health, and the Shrike is going up in the sky, and they are trying
to... At this point, you gotta hope for a mid-air grab for Envy, otherwise it doesn't look... Oh, they got a lot of red, though. It's probably safe. This
is probably safe, but Iso's going for it, and oh, a nice snipe by Eckerjay right there to stop that from getting returned mid-air. That was very nicely done. And
on the other side, absolutely nothing's happening because looks like everybody out on the map was over there trying to get that return. So now they will set up for a standoff.
And on Envy's side, you just see this this spray of bullets from Pathfinders as they're trying to take down the Shrike, and it does go splat. But yeah, we've got 1 minute left, and Envy will take map 2. So it is a tie game here. Whoever takes Arx Novena, which is the next map, will be the victor, and they will be moving on to the Pro League. So it is going to come down to that, and Wolfie may get this return right at the end. Nope, he gets splattered all over the place, and that will be the end of this map. And a very nice showing.
Just 38
Envy.
Seconds to go, so...
Exactly. But a very nice showing by Envy after a kind of a hard loss to start the night, so I'm glad that they managed to pull things together and get us to a map 3, because this is going to be an interesting map 3 to see. And based on both these maps,
they did play very well the first map. They just got some very unfortunate, very unfortunate plays. Didn't go their way, so I'm glad that they weren't too demoralized by that, and they're sticking in it. So we'll see how it goes in the third map. I bet both teams are very on edge right now, to say the least.
Well, and we'll see if they pull Galvatron back in, because I mean, it was Galvatron that he made so many incredible plays the first map, and we'll see if they pull him back in for map 3, because I think that was I think he was doing very well. And if you look at the kill board, I mean, it is pretty obvious that Puppy Kisses that map just got completely out-fragged by Envy. I mean, you look at the scoreboard and there are just kills everywhere for Envy, and it's a little more sparse for Puppy Kisses, so very nice.
Which is kind of the opposite of what we saw last game. I believe Puppy Kisses have a hand on frags.
Yeah, and that's I didn't pay real close attention to it, but yeah, that very well may be the case. So I am going to update the scoreboard here.
Good
And
job cycling it to the correct map.
yes, I know, it was kind of a disaster last time. I don't think anyone wanted to play Tartarus, which is, I can't say I particularly blame them, but, you know, it is what it is.
I do like the map, actually.
It's an interesting map to play in comp, but, it's so, there's so many blind spots. It's kind of like playing Diamond Sword on Katabatic for both teams.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go. Hotkeys set up. And we are good to go. So, given that the teams are tied, what do you think is going to happen on map 3 here, Ark?
I can't call it either way. I think, this is a very, sniper-heavy map. Alcohol's a very strong sniper, but Envy is kind of in their groove now, I'd say. I think this will be a very interesting game to watch.
Well, I am going to actually make a decision on this one. I am going to give this map to Puppy Kisses. I have played against Alcohol on this map, and he is disturbing at how many shots he makes. Literally, you will spawn and he will start shooting at you. So unless Puppy Kisses runs very heavily on him and runs 2 cappers, I don't see them getting out with a lot of caps against Alcohol. Or I'm sorry.
This game will be kind of decided by how well Zanuck can pull off this harass, because he has been running Infiltrator.
Right. So, yeah, in chat, it has been mentioned that Caster's Curse is going to mess this up, and because I said Puppy Kisses is going to win, now the opposite will happen, and we shall find out how true it is, because it has happened more than a few times.
I do see, though, that Galvatron is back in the game, so he will be running that sniper harass.
And it looks like they are subbing somebody else in here. I'm not sure who's coming in. And give me 1 second here.
20 seconds until deployment.
My Tribes Crash, so I'll be going back in the game, hopefully.
10 seconds until deployment. 5, 4.
Alright,
3,
so what is going on
2,
here? There is some
1.
sort of... Looks like they're down a man, but unfortunately there is not a whole lot I can do at the moment. Looks like Wolfie had to restart. He'll be back in momentarily. Let's hope this does not cost Puppy Kisses too dearly. So hopefully Wolfie gets back in here real quick. They are down a man right now, which is not good. And Trey is inbound on a route, and Alcohol has already spotted him, and Trey is actually running Raider, so he's not doing Scrambler capping, but he is doing some Raider capping, which on this map is probably not the worst idea. And it does look like Lufa is out with the flag here, and Wolfie is back in, so that's good, and looks like Lufa is out with it. Galvatron is on stand. He's there to get the E-grab, and he does get the E-grab at the very last second to keep this from going home. And Zoot with a nice mid-air return, but it does look like Lufa is going to get the first cap right off the bat here.
Quick cap for Envy.
Yeah, and you can attribute part of that to the fact that Wolfie was not in the game right off at the bat, but it is what it is, and it's unfortunate, but in the long run, the better team will prevail, whoever it happens to be. So I'm not sure if they're running dual cap or what's going on there, but let's lock on to Alcohol here and, Alcohol. There we go. Good thing. So yeah, he did stop one capper, but it looks like they were running more than one, and that is the correct choice given this map. So we will see what they can pull off. And Zanuck is heading up to Alcohol here, so he is ready to harass. Lufa is behind, ready to get some stand harass going on, and Alcohol is he is in trouble. He's got throwing knives being tossed at him everywhere, and Zanuck is running him way, way away. So we're gonna go back to the stand and see if
Zanuck does get a long-range knife kill on him.
And
I don't go down.
And I do not see a capper coming in, so may have been ill-timed, or they may have chained him out or something of that nature. But
looks like Trey's coming out on the back left, just about now. But Alcohol is back up, and he's going to try to snipe him out.
And there he goes. Trey is out with it, and he is doing the Raider grab, and he is moving for Raider. I mean, that
It really is.
fast for Raider, and he has got those jumps down very well. And this looks like it might be cap number 2. And yep, that is exactly what happens. Cap number 2 for them right away. And Alcohol now saying GG, now Trey warping. So that was very interesting to see.
I have never seen that before, and if you were watching closely, he even threw an arcs round on the stand when he came through with that shield up, so he got a nice self boost without taking any damage.
Right, and that was very, very carefully managed, and I would like to actually see what he does here as he's going in, because doing this it's very challenging. It requires a very high level of control to actually manage the shield and your health without
energy,
right?
No less.
Without actually killing yourself off. And on the other side, Evil Platypus is out with this thing, and he's got good speed. Zoot is on this flag, and he is going to just lomba this, and there's red everywhere. And Trey is coming in, and it looks like he has diverted to go after Evo, and that is a good call. And he is in Raider, so he can do some real damage here, and he punts it off, but Zanuck is right there, and Zanuck just barely misses it. So let's see if they can hold on to this, and looks like Swiss Milk does get the kill there, and I do not see any red coming there, and looks like Puppy Kisses puts themselves on the board. Very nicely done. And Gelbatron, there he is again with the re-grab, and he is going to keep things going, and he has got a ton of guys on chase on him, but his team is right here to assist as well, and he passes it off, and it bounces right over Pixie Man, and they may be on this. Trey does get it.
An unfortunate turn of events for that last play, but they did save it with Trey in that last little save there.
Exactly.
And my mouse is dead, so I'm going to plug it in so I can actually move around.
That would be good, but thankfully you're not on camera, so we are still good in some aspects.
There we go. Alright, I'm back in business.
There we go. Good to hear. So yeah, looks like Puppy Kisses is getting their stride here, and Eckerjay is taking people out, and Evil Platypus does get out with this, and he disc jumps, and again, probably not the smartest move while Eckerjay is still up, because he just splatters him all over the place, and Googly's just going to return that nice and easy.
Alcohol had taken down Trey on his last route, so we see Trey starting a new route again on his left side.
And it looks like Alcohol has some good harass on him, and Zanuck is on him, but he's got 25 health, and it is really up to him, and he does get taken out by Zanuck, so Sniper is down, and that is definitely a good thing, but we shall see what happens as the Puppy Kisses stand is completely owned by Envy, and all of them are extremely low, and Trey does come in. He doesn't have a ton of speed, and
well, what happened there is Evo actually put some shots on him right before his regen, messed it up, so he kind of went around wide. Did manage to get a little bit of regen, but he sacrificed a lot of speed for that.
And Swiss Milk is on the return, but will he get it? It does look like he does get it, and he is look like that is the tying cap for Puppy Kisses right there. So that initial start where Wolfie dropped did not really penalize them, because it is essentially a even board right now. So good to see that they didn't get demoralized by it, and that second cap has really got to feel good right now, because they essentially feel like they're up 2-1, even though the score does say 2-2.
And with those chain grabs by Gelbatron, I would imagine that Envy is scrambling at this point.
Right. Well, and Gelbatron has been he's been on Eckerjay, and Zanuck has been on Alkaloth, so the Infs are doing their job. The snipers have gotten some stops, but you know, they know exactly what they got to do to get this thing going. And here he is, and oh, Gelbatron swipes at Eckerjay and tries to take him out right off the bat, but he misses the swipe, and Evo Platypus is coming in the side, and he gets splattered all over the stand by Googly, so that is not going anywhere. So let's head to the other side here and see what's going on. And there was a grab. Looks like Zanuck just kind of snagged it and dropped it, unfortunately, and it is in the most inopportune spot I could possibly imagine. Right next...
That is not good, no.
I probably would have left that right there, but I guess you probably could have grabbed it if you came in at the right angle, but right behind Enemy Station on top of the little logo thing. So yeah, Eckerjay is taking pot shots at the at the Puppy Kisses offense. Look like he just took out Wolfie, and Galvatron is up here harassing Hector-J yet again. And on the other side, we do have Evo Platypus starting a route, and Alkalol getting harassed by Zanuck and Lufa, it looks like. So, looks like
premature, I'd say. Looks like Trey's just starting another Raider route, so we'll probably try to run that same thing.
So on the other side, it does look like they have cleaned up Alkalol, but yeah, it is a little preemptive, and they probably should have waited for a couple seconds more there, and it may cost them here because I don't see him. Where is he?
Who are we looking for?
We are looking for Trey. Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
so
he's on the right.
He's actually cutting it, and he's coming in side to side. So let's see if they can stop this. And Swiss
Like
Milk
this will
does
be a
not see
pretty
him,
good route.
and he is out. And those Raider routes are really paying off in spades. And he has got some good speed with Raider, which is really
he
surprising.
Is nailing those arcs jumps.
I mean, I'm marveled by how well he is hitting those, because those are incredibly difficult to
They
hit,
really are.
to hit reliably, and he has not missed a single one, and he is going to get this cap, and that is 3-2 for Envy right there.
But those things are risky too, because if the thing explodes in front of you accidentally, you about lose all your speed.
Exactly. It is nothing like a disc jump. There's a huge payoff and a huge risk that you are doing, so very nicely done.
That is a good thing that he pulled all those off, because looks like Pixie Man was just about a second behind him. And he wouldn't have made it in time otherwise.
Yep, and it looks like Alcohol has not spotted any incoming cappers at the moment. Trey is just starting another Raider route, and yep, he has not spotted him quite yet, but looks like the side-to-side is what he's favoring now, because the back-to-fronts are not working, and with the harass they've got on the stand, it's probably a good choice. But it does look like Alcohol has spotted him now, and he's taking some shots at him. But
interestingly, that Raider's got that shield, which is probably deflecting a few of those shots.
And actually,
although at the cost of his regen.
Alcohol actually suicided out, and I think he's going to chase here. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing, because he saw it coming in, and he tried to get the conk on the stand.
It's very clean.
And yeah, this may be the fourth cap we're seeing here. And on the other side, the stand got cleaned up nicely, and they are all over this, so they should have no problem getting this at least moving and stalling it for a little while. And there's Galvatron.
You see Galvatron on the stand. He will probably grab the flag here.
Yep, and he's waiting for the last second, and he grabs it and does exactly that. And he is going with this, tosses it off, and hopes to buy himself some time, but it's not going to be enough, and they are going to get the 4-2 cap. So Envy is running away with this, and Caster's Curse coming into play.
And we do see Trey basically saving the caps for Envy with these Raider routes. It seems to be really throwing off Alcohol.
Right, and this is a great. It's great to see something besides Soldier or or Pathfinder capping. Seeing Raider capping is a breath of fresh air, to say the least.
And he's actually Raider capping from the left this time, which I believe he has not done yet.
Yeah, let's follow that in, and let's see what he can pull off here. And there's not a lot of harass on the stand, and I don't think he's been spotted yet either. And actually, he's running this back to front from the right side, if you're looking towards the Puppy Kisses base. And wow, what a great grenade.
Yes.
That was incredibly impressive, and he is coming in, and he gets stopped on the stand, so that is not going anywhere this time, but very impressive.
And we do see Evil Platypus setting up for a back-to-front route. He's probably about 15 seconds out. We'll see if the offense can clear for him. Looks like it's just Pixie Man. Looks like Envy has done a pretty good job cleaning up their offense.
Yep, and Evo is about 5 seconds out here, and doesn't look like anybody spotted him. I think they thought they cleaned everything up, but it looks like Fingerstyle did spot him, and ooh, that inventory station has been a bane to the existence of so many cappers. We saw it earlier in the tournament where those things were stopping caps on permafrost left and right, so it has reared its ugly head here as well, and we see one sitting on both flag stands.
He does opt for a Pathfinder this route, and never mind, he suicided.
Looks like he didn't like that option at all. But it does look like Alcala is he's already shooting at Trey all the way across the map. I mean, This man scares me. He honest to God, scares me.
Eckerjay is also putting pop shots on Evo from across the map about the same time. Kind of interesting to see. It looks like he's even going to set up on his route to try to stop it. But if he misses here, but he does get it. Had he missed, that would have almost certainly been a grab for Puppy Kisses, because at that point,
And Alkalal
you cannot shoot.
camping Trey's route, and he does get a snipe on him. He stops his regen, and he takes him out right there. Very nicely done. Good spot and good move to get that, so...
Both snipers pulling off pretty good moves there.
Right, and Puppy Kisses, they need to start getting something moving. You know, over half the map has elapsed now, and almost, you know, every single one of these games has gone to 25 minutes, and it's looking like this one is going to follow the same path. And you know, Puppy Kisses basically, you know, that means they've got 12 more minutes to get some caps on the board, and hopefully they can do that. But yeah, they'll have to change something up, because right now nothing is getting out anymore, and Envy is... They're pulling out all the stops, and they needed to be doing just that, because this is map 3, and this does determine their fate. So Trey, looks like he did go back to Raider capping. He does seem to like those, and I can't say I blame him one bit. And I think I may have lost Arcola here, but it looks like...
Oh, no, I'm serious, sorry.
Okay. And Evo did get out with it on the other side, but looks like he got stopped, and Galvatron is sitting here on this flag just waiting, and he gets knocked out of the way, and Trey gets cap number 5.
That's the 5th cap.
So this is starting to look very, very grim for Puppy Kisses, and
I wonder if you know, Trey was saving those for this 3rd map, because he has not pulled that off for the other ones, or maybe this is an arc-specific strategy. I've never seen this before, but either way, I don't quite think Puppy Kisses was ready for this.
Yeah, neither do I. And, you know, I mean, Prey is showing incredible skill here. He is solo capping, and solo capping in Raider is not easy to do by any means, and he does get sniped, so he has been spotted coming in, and I think he's probably going to get cleaned up on the stand. Swiss Milk sees him, and he does get a nail on him, but
he's going quick, though.
He gets a ton of speed off that, and a Shrike does come out. Looks like, I don't know who's in the Shrike, but
he's gonna
there's a nice toss right there, and Googly, nice
man.
catch, and that is cap number 6 right there. So, very, very nicely done, and this is all but over, and Envy is really, really showing what they're capable of here, and looks like it is Pixie Man in the Shrike up there, and he's just doing some harass, and, you know, at this point they really, really need to get things moving, because it is dangerous at this point, and Pixie Man, yeah, he Googly just nails him with it.
Okay.
Googly nailed him with a Devastator, and that was the end of that Shrike. So yeah, I hope Puppy Kisses can sort of kick it into high gear here, because this is you know, they're getting taken by a Raider capper here, and it has got to be a little bit demoralizing right now, and Evo is out on the other side, but he is starting to get low. He doesn't have a ton of speed, and Zoot, with a great mortar, just stops that thing dead in its tracks, and it just gets splattered all over the place. So the Envy guys are very cohesive right now. They've really gotten into their groove since the last map. It seems like the first map they were just kind of warming up and getting things going, but now they are in full force, and they are showing exactly what they're capable of. So kudos to Envy.
I'll tell you though, Puppy Kisses' 2 caps on this map have been very decisive. You know, if they can just get that flag moving in their favor, I wouldn't be surprised if they could, you know, get a few more caps in.
Well, and you know, there is still 8 more minutes. You can get enough caps in 8 minutes, and we shall see if they can pull that off. And Evo is out on the other side. He did a side-to-side. He's got 200 speed. He does not have a lot of chase here. And he Nitron jumps, and he is going to get another cap here, and he lands in the inventory station, and he does get that cap, but that was almost disastrous right there. That was great.
Oh man, could you imagine if that would have messed him up? They would have never forgiven themselves for that one.
That would have been just hideous right there. That would have been terrible, and I think it would have been like, oh my god, oh my god. But Trey is out with another Raider out here, and these things, this may be the last cap we're seeing right here, and
continues to thrust off with those arcs.
Yeah,
rounds.
and they need to be
Yeah.
crashing down, and ISO does grab it and toss it off, and Pixie Man is here to get some chain on him, and he is...
Alcohol picks up the flag. Actually, he's going to keep that moving. He is in Pathfinder, so he will not be sniping anymore.
Right, and a nice pass off to Googly right there to keep this thing alive, and there is some harass on it, and a conk does go off, and Galvatron just barely misses the thing, but there's 4 of them there, and he does nail a couple of them, and he gets chained out, or he gets splattered, actually, so right now there's this huge crash from Puppy Kisses coming in, and just everyone is after this thing, but they're starting to filter in, and ISO, oh my god, with an incredible return in the middle of all those guys, and he manages to send that home, and Trey is on this, and he gets a great return in the middle of 2 Puppy Kisses guys as well. Holy crap.
I'm impressed they kept the flag out. Puppy Kisses kept the flag out there as long as they did. For a while, it was just Alcohol just limping along, and he had people just kind of streaming in to try to take him down, and he did end up punting the flag to the rest of his team, and they held it there until Envy did return it.
Exactly, and I mean, this is, like we said, there is time to make a comeback here, and it would be great to see a comeback from 6 points or 4 points down and 1 cap away from losing. But we shall see what they can pull off. If they're playing like they were just there, then that will be great. So yeah, Trey is inbound. He is in path this time. Looks like he just got spotted, and he got conked on the stand. Very nice stop right there. That would have been gone, and I don't think they had anyone else coming. And Trey does pick this up, and he tries to nitro on himself and just goes splat all over the place. And Zanuck is here to pick this up, and there's some decent
Like they
crash
might walk
on
this
it.
home.
And Swiss Milk right there tried to melee Zanuck in midair, and that is exactly what they're doing. They're just walking this thing down. And Lufa disjumps, and Galvatron is over there to get this stop, and oh, a nice snipe
Really
from
interesting.
across the map from Alcohol right there to stop that. And Trey punts this thing off, and it is just bouncing, and they have got some good time, and ISO's on this, and he barely misses it. Wolfie is going for it, and he misses as well. Looks like we're going to have
Envy
this...
does take control of that flag as Evo 5 is out. This might be a standoff, which I believe will be the first one of the map, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe you may be correct there. And yeah, right now, Puppy Kisses has to get this moving quick. They have to get this return right away, and this is sort of a reverse of the first map, where I hope to see basically the entire offense for Puppy Kisses just heading out there, and it looks like that's exactly what they're doing. They're keeping 2 back, Alcohol and Swiss Milk, and they are just sending everyone else over there to get this return. So let's watch and see if they can do this. And Wolfie is here. He's got some chain on Lufa, some very nice chain, and the rest of them are coming in, and he's going to land and just die. And they're on this, and Pixie Man gets the return.
Oh, and Alcohol was keeping it next to the stand. He runs in for the cap.
And we are
They
seeing...
elected to not hold it by the vehicle pad, which is pretty standard. That was a little risky.
But this is so close. There's 4 minutes left, 4.5 minutes left. It's 4-6. Puppy Kisses has been holding off Envy with only 1 cap to losing, and they have been gradually inching their way back, clawing back from the jaws of doom to get this this win, and they are showing everything they can, and it is great to see these guys doing this. This shows...
Yeah, I mean, they cannot make a mistake for the rest of these 4 minutes. They're going to need all that time.
Exactly. And Trey looks like he has switched back to Pathfinder capping, and Alcohol spots him immediately, and his body goes ragdoll and falls all the way down. And Pixie Man on the other side does grab this thing, but it's not going anywhere. Galvatron is there, and he's going to sneak up and grab this thing, and he is going. Wolfie is there to assist. It does get conked out of his hands. Let's see if Wolfie can make a play out of this. He can. He is keeping it going. It gets conked again. And there is Crash coming in on it, and he gets chained out. And Wolfie, oh my gosh.
Finger Style even misses it.
And they are keeping this alive. They got to keep crashing on this thing. They got to keep it alive. And Eckerjay is the last one here. His team is coming to assist.
You see Trey's coming in from the right. Looks like he's going to try to sneak in and grab this thing just before they get the flag back. Wonder if they're even looking for him.
And yeah,
they sure are, though.
Here he comes, and Lufa grabs this thing. He looks like they didn't want to wait for it, and I don't blame them. It was a smarter move. And Trey here is trying to get this return. It's Wolfie, Trey, Gilbatron, and they are going to get that return right there.
They sure will.
Very nice cluster by Envy. That was a very last-second save.
That was also a good attempt by Puppy Kisses to get that all the way across the field. They really limped that one back under constant pressure.
Well, that was an incredibly well done cluster by Puppy Kisses, and it's a shame they didn't get the cap, but it does show exactly what they are capable of, and it was incredibly well done. I'm so proud of these guys to be able to do a cluster like that under so much pressure where everything is on the line, and they can still come back. They just got to get a cap in, and they got to get another grab right afterwards. So we will see what they can pull off, and we are going to watch the Envy stand like we are crack addicts over here.